So Monday after Thanksgiving, I honestly had a really good week. My brothers came back from college. Um, they live kind of like 2, 3 hours away, so I don't see them very often except for holidays. So we all had a good time, and hanging out with my cousins and stuff. And now I'm reaching the final stretch of reaching the end of school and graduating and trying to find a job, and there's just a lot to think about right now because after having such a good holiday season with my family, it feels like I want to be around them a lot when they're around, like have that time. And I know that with school ending and me trying to find a job and me wanting to move forward with my relationship, I may not be around here much longer. I don't know. Like, me and Nick have been talking about me moving closer to there and finding a job around Minnesota instead, which just means that it'll be a lot harder to visit my family in Chicago area. Doesn't mean that it won't happen because I know I'll still want to come back at least like once a month, but that's still a lot less than I see them now. And it just kind of makes me sad thinking that I won't be around them as much. But I feel like I really do need to like take some steps forward in my relationship. And I know that Nick has done a lot trying to get a better paying full-time job and prepare everything so that when I get there things go like smoother. It's just me getting there is the hard part because I don't really know what's happening. I haven't found a job yet. Not that I've been trying super hard to apply, but I have applied to a few places. The first was like a mathnasium assistant manager thing, and I gotta say that was kind of weird. It was going pretty well, and then like there's that notorious like what is your salary expectation or whatever. And I did a little bit of research beforehand, seeing like what the range was for that position, and it was like around 40, 45,000, even more in some places. So I said something like that, and then she was like, when I asked her, is that like what you guys were expecting for a salary for this position? And she was saying, oh, we were thinking more in the 30, 40,000 range because like our center is not doing well right now and we're actually putting money into it. And I was like thinking about it like, whoa, I don't know if I want to like do that. And also like maybe try, like she was also saying that they'd be willing to raise it once our center does better, so if like I do a good job and stuff. And so I'm thinking that like maybe I could turn this place around, but also it doesn't make me that confident in like the money I'll be making. And if they've not been doing well up to this point, is it like the location that's bad or whatever? It's just all of that. I don't know. So I've been applying to other places too. Um, so we'll see about that. But mostly like I guess my biggest thing right now is trying to figure out what I'm going to do after graduating, because I know it's gonna be like right around the holiday time. I'm gonna be spending time with my family, and I'm gonna actually be visiting Nick as well. He's coming here for my graduation, so it's like we're gonna be all over the place, super busy, and I don't know that I'll be able to find a job before then for after that busy time, or like what's even happening. Um, I am going into the mathnasium that I interviewed for when I'm in Minnesota, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe I lower my expectations a little bit for pay, or I just look elsewhere. I'm not really sure at this point. Um, but yeah, honestly though, talking about the holidays. I always have a really good time when my brothers come back because it just feels like something special. We don't get a ton of time with like me, my two brothers, and my two cousins all in one place that much anymore because we all have like other plans sometimes, and my brothers are away at school. And so we played a lot of board games and scattergories and stuff like that. We had a Monopoly game one time. But it was all like super fun and I had a really good time. And so like this is the kind of thing that I feel like I'm gonna be missing a lot if I don't live around here anymore, because there will be a time when we're not like this age and we're gonna be playing board games with each other all the time. um I kind of just want to be around for that, I guess, right now. And I know that I will be like sometimes, but it's like we literally all get together like every weekend. Like even when my brothers aren't here, the family gets together every weekend. So we'll see what happens like with that. I feel like I do really need to like see where this relationship is going, because I feel like we've been waiting for this moment for so long, because it's been like 2.5 years almost, and we've seen each other like every few months, and we've never really been together or like in person for very long each time. So I'm really hoping that this will like solidify our relationship and really help us move forward and become more comfortable with each other in person. I know that he says that it's like he's known me his whole life, but for me sometimes I feel like embarrassed to say certain things or like point something out if it's like not like really happy thing, I guess. I don't know. Like I don't want to say specifically, but I was like gonna point something out, and then I was like really weird about it because I didn't know how to bring it up, and I was like, this wouldn't happen. I feel like once we get to know each other in person better, or like not get to know each other in person, but like spend more time in person so that like I can just bring stuff up naturally and not have to think about it a lot, because like I feel like at this point I'm super comfortable like over the phone because that's what we've always done, but somehow like in person it just feels so different for me, and I just feel like I can't talk the same way or something. I don't know. I can't quite explain it, but and that's how that's going, and I really want to like extend our or expand our relationship so that I become more comfortable in person. And with that comes like separating from my family a little bit, which is just really hard to do. But I know that like everyone goes through this, everyone moves out of their house eventually, or most people, I guess. But like everyone makes certain choices, and it feels like a lot of my friends at this point are trying to get their own places and get going really with their own lives, and I really feel like me graduating is a good time to start doing that, because I know that if I find a job around here, I'm not really gonna have the momentum to like make that change that I know needs to happen. So, yeah, that's, I guess, a little update on what's going on in my head right now, and I'll see you guys next week.